Today, Christopher and I are doing something that we've always wanted to do. We're going to join this ship and sail all the way from Longyearbyen down to the mainland. And we're going to end up in Tromsø. And it's going to be about a 3-day trip.
Yeah.
And we have to go in about 15 minutes. So let's head aboard.
Let's go.
There are no ferries to or from Svalbard, and you can only get here via air travel, so this isn't a trip that we have done before but always wanted to do. Svalbard has a pretty long boat season, and from as early as March, the expedition ships start arriving to spend a couple of months in this gorgeous Arctic scenery. So why are we boarding this ship, you might ask? Well, because my friend Lynn works here, and she asked us to join for the crossing to the mainland, mainly just to have fun, hang out, and have another adventure. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Cecilia, and I live on Svalbard, an island close to the North Pole. And if you're not new here, welcome back.
Let's go check out our cabin.
Oh, yeah. Christopher.
Kolla. This is where we're gonna sleep.
Cozy, cozy.
Cozy. Lynn put this up for us. Should we do a little cabin tour? This is it. Okay, here we're gonna sleep. I'm gonna take this one, I think. It just speaks to me.
Okay,
You're gonna take this one. How do you feel about that?
that's all right.
We have a little desk area. We also have some snacks here from beautiful Lynn. Now to this area. It's such a fancy boat.
Room service!
Oh my gosh!
Dåligt väder.
Ja.
Där ute. Det är typ 6 meter vågor.
Okay, so Lynn has just told me that it is not 2 nights and 3 days. It is actually 3 nights and 4
And like
days.
a half day, the last one, but
Yeah.
3.5.
But 3 nights. So we're gonna be in Tromsø on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And the weather looks apparently, I'm not gonna say questionable, but definitely it's gonna be an interesting ride.
Yeah, I heard like last night the chief officer said it's not going to be super shitty, but maybe just a little bit shit. And also like from the side. So it's going to be more of a rolling movement than the...
Okay. Oh wow. I saw also that one of the deckhands, he put on a plaster for seasickness. I think that tells us a little bit about our trip. I'm usually not seasick at all. Are you?
I can be like if you have very aggressive from the front.
Yeah.
But the rolling motion is okay, I would say. But you know, it's 3 days of it. Normally we have like a few hours or a night
Oh,
thing.
my God.
This is like 3. So,
gonna be
so we're gonna have a
interesting.
lunch now, and our chief engineer, he's like, let's eat a lot now because we're not gonna eat for.
Oh my gosh.
He's super.
Well, can't wait. Alltså gud, det här kommer bli så intressant.
We were on a bit of a time crunch in order to not get delayed further. Initially, the boat had been planning to leave a day before on the Sunday, but the weather was way too rough, so they had to wait for a better weather window. The waves were expected to be somewhere between 3 and 6 meters and hit the boat from the side the entire 3-day trip, which according to Lynn was a good thing. We sat down to eat lunch before getting a briefing from Captain Robin and then heading out.
From there on, we'll have a look again, but it looks like we will have decreasing winds, but still a bit of swell. It's around 3 meters in the side, so it can be a little bit rock and roll, but yeah, we've been through worse, so I think we'll survive, and hopefully we reach Tromsø by the morning of the 19th. Yeah. Sometime.
We are officially on our way. Goodbye, Longyearbyen. Wow. This is gonna be one interesting trip. This is Grips.
Hello.
This is your home.
Yes, this is my home. It's very small and very cozy.
It's so cozy. Did you spend a lot of time in your cabin?
No. It's a in and out kind of thing.
Sleep. What hours do you work?
I work from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. with some breaks in between. This is a crew mess. So here we sit and have all of our meals with the crew. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now we put everything on the floor to make it sea safety, so nothing will break during the Barents Sea. Hopefully, during the season, we usually are about 7 to 8, depending on if we have a cadet or not.
Okay.
And then sometimes we have 2 engineers if they are doing a turnover. But normally, yeah, between 6 and 9. This is the dry storage. So here we have all of the spices for the kitchen, a lot of freezers of food. I got some hanging lines for sheets. You get all of the pasta, rice, so everything dry. I got a lot of glacier ice. This one is from Heckkk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then we have some from the East Coast. Sugar, and it's some thyme, and it's oregano. That's the spice hall.
The boat has just been out on a charter with guests, so they have 12 cabins.
Yep. No,
Wait, 12 guests.
12 guests, 6 cabins.
6 cabins and then
some
12
guides.
guests plus guides. So after each drop off, they have laundry to do. So I'm gonna help her out.
This usually takes 1 day, 2 days if we constantly.
2 days.
Yeah, 1, 2. Yeah, depending.
Yeah.
Nej, men jag
gillar
tycker
också att de är beiga. Kör denna maskinen.
drag. Ja.
Lynn is the only steward on board, the only stew.
Yep.
So she does all of the interior work. She serves.
Serves, cleans, bar,
Yeah.
wine. Work with one chef.
Yep.
So very close collaboration with them. But then I also get a lot of help from the
I was just gonna
ABs.
say, yeah.
Yeah.
ABs, deckhands, deck
Yeah.
crew.
The crew.
Yeah.
They clean during the night, and I clean and laundry during the day.
Got it. 2 timmar som i butik. It's only 4 p.m. and it's getting dark quicker. So far, the weather is still good because we are still in the ice fjord. I think they said that tonight, while we're sleeping, is when we kind of head into the weather that is not considered maybe as good. But we will find out. Now we're just chilling here and we're drinking an iced coffee that Lynn made. Lovely. I'm gonna do some work on my phone. And this is day 1 of 4. Måndag, tisdag, onsdag, torsdag. Yeah. 3 nights, 4 days. Exciting.
I'm cooking. Today is getting Svalbard salmon for dinner with green paprika and mash. Mashed potato. The salmon is from Longyearbyen.
So nice. Look at this. Fresh salmon. So we're gonna have that for dinner. Very good to have a chef. When Lynn asked if I wanted to go on the boat trip, and then I said I can bring the old man because he can be the chef. Oh, look at that service. Oj, oj, oj. Iskall. Nej men alltså, nu är det mörkt ute. Ska vi gå och ta oss en liten sån titteluring?
Okej, bort lägger man
Så
färgbröda.
är också bra att göra. Då vet man att man är trött.
Vad vi gör med den här?
Den är klar.
This light! It's so blue! Oh.
It's only 8 and I've changed into my pajamas because I'm so tired and
The weather is picking up now. The thing is, they didn't even say that the bad weather was starting.
No, it starts tomorrow morning.
Exactly. Like, this isn't the bad weather. This is just the normal weather. And then the bad starts tomorrow morning. But I think that's good in a way because then we've had some time to, my favorite word, acclimatize. Acclimatisera oss. I'm so tired. It's a lot of movement. Wait, I'm gonna go with the flow of the waves. I wish you would be on a gimbal, then you could see. It's like this. Whoa! Maybe I should just settle in here for a little bit. It's gonna be a long night. Good morning, Christopher. Good morning from the ocean. It's not too bad. It's definitely rolling a lot, but I think the weather turned better than they expected.
Yeah,
now we have 3-meter waves, but we just got up. I slept pretty well. Christopher didn't sleep a lot.
I slept a little bit.
Yeah, but he's probably gonna take some naps today. Oh my gosh, we have to look over there. Now we're gonna have a coffee and some breakfast. I don't think too much food because it's still, you know, moving quite a lot. You are Robin.
Yes, I'm Robin. That's
you-
correct. I have a part owner in the company, so we're two running it. We're still fairly new company up here. Started in 2018 and then 2 years of COVID in between then and now. So this is our 4th season, and we're just finishing. So yeah, we have extended the season a little bit for each year, and now looking to next year, we'll move up in the beginning of March. So that's,
Ooh, that's
proper
early.
winter cruising.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's really exciting. Of course, we always try to have some time in our pocket. You know, if you have a very stressed schedule, you kind of have to go, and the weather is shit, then it's not going to be fun at all. So this is still really, you know, we waited for another day in Longyearbyen just to time the weather better. So you want to have that time in your pocket, and preferably have the wind in the side or from the back. If it's in your face, it will also reduce the speed a lot more. So then we're not talking about 3 days, rather 4 or 5 days. But for us, if the swell is, you know, a few meters, that's gonna slow us down quite a bit. Well, I would say the swell is maybe around 3 meters. A couple of days ago it was 6, so you can double this. But just proper preparations. Go through the whole ship. You gotta lash everything down, everything that can move, and you learn by your mistakes on that sense. If you miss out on something, you'll know that. Yeah, and then you'll need to deal with the consequences, and that's usually much worse than just doing a proper job before you leave.
Jag kommer bara successivt bli blekare och blekare. Jag bara, I'm okay. Lynn bara, come on my boat, it's gonna be a great time. It's gonna be a long 2 days. I'm usually not seasick, but there's only so much a body can take without noticing what's going on. It's like questioning all my life decisions. Ah.
So, my enthusiasm about day 2 lasted for about 15 minutes because it didn't take long until I was out cold. I think this is the first time I've experienced proper seasickness, and it was terrible. I laid in my cabin the entire day because I couldn't stand up without feeling extremely ill. In the evening, Lynn put a seasickness patch on me, which all of the crew were already wearing, in the hopes of it working for me as well.
It's happening. Lynn is gonna put a what's it called, seasickness plaster on me. Everybody else is wearing one. Everybody else is feeling fine. I'm not. I need to be able to leave my cabin. God morgon.
God morgon! God morgon!
I'm alive!
Är du kvar, tänkte jag säga? Ja.
Ja, alltså man skulle kunna tro att jag inte är det.
Mår du bra?
Ja, bättre nu med the patch alltså. Have risen from the dead. Today I can actually walk. I'm still feeling the movement, you know, like in my mind. But it's not affecting me as much as it did yesterday. I still have to concentrate a little bit, but not half as much as yesterday. But today still a lot of waves. Beautiful weather. So now it's a bit of breakfast. Maybe a piece of bread to go with the waves. Här är fan det värsta rummet på hela båten att vara.
Ja,
Visst?
det är det.
Man blir helt så. This is the worst room to be in. Ska vara med om. Det är jättespännande. That was a demonstration of how much waves. You're welcome.
Day 3, I was like a new person. The patch did absolute wonders. It would have been such a miserable trip if I couldn't leave my cabin at all for 3 days. So it was such a relief to feel good again. Christopher was completely unfazed by the rolling seas, of course, he's a Viking, and he spent most of his time just kind of chilling around, taking naps, and hanging out with the crew. Lynn and I started the day by soaking up some fresh air and sunshine. It's quite a wild feeling to be out in the middle of the ocean with no land in sight and just hours away.
Not any land in sight. We are out at sea more than ever.
Push this textile up just to stop the reflections, because in the night you have all these screens and light and it reflects and then into the window and you can't see anything out. Yeah, of course. Yeah, you have weather and you have the ice as well. I mean, we're up in the Arctic and around Svalbard, and also, yeah, an hour south of the Bjørnøya, the halfway. So it's quite rare that the ice comes down here. But in the winter, you can actually see pack ice all the way down to Bjørnøya, which is halfway to Norway. So you need to be aware of where you have ice as well. And a very bad combination is darkness or like fog, bad visibility, big swell and ice, because the only way to really spot ice if you can't see visually outside is with a radar. But if the swell is big, you lose the
visibility.
Exactly. Like say pretty big objects can still be hidden in the waves, because the disturbance of the waves make the reflection of the ice or whatever object you have less.
Difficult spots.
Yeah, so the bigger waves, the less detail you will see on it. If the sea is completely flat, you can see a bird take off on the surface. So it's really good then, and then you can trust what you have around you. But yeah, in like this weather and darkness, can't be 100% sure. Right now that the orcas and whales usually come with a herring into the fjords, maybe now or a week from now, so it will be exciting to see when that happens. And we start off in Tromsø and we do orca safaris basically, and actually swimming with the orcas. So they go in dry suits in the water.
Of course, I had to send up the drone to get some shots of the scenery, which was a little bit of a wild ride. This boat actually has a Svalbard history, and the shards we're using today were partly mapped by this ship. It was built in 1958 and has had many different jobs since then. She has been used as a survey vessel, sea rescue, research, among other things. The Norwegian government bought the vessel in the 19s when it was used for mapping the waters around Svalbard. So many of the charts they use today were mapped by this boat, which I think is pretty cool. Now it is used as an expedition boat offering trips in Svalbard and Norway. And the home port is Gothenburg, Sweden, which is where I'm from.
Var fan kommer ni härifrån? What a sunset. Oh no, I touched something. Oh no, oh no, oh no. We're going to be coming into Tromsø a little bit earlier than planned. So I think we're going to be there tomorrow morning, which is great news. Because, I don't know, that's nice. We've had a good time out here though, but I wouldn't mind getting off the sea, to be honest. Oh, here's a big wave. Oj, oj, oj. Oh. It's like surfing. Kolla på den! Jävlar!
You tell me you're scared. You tell me you're weak, but I know you're stronger than what you think. And I know it's hard. Yeah, I know it's rough. We'll make it through, and I'll back you up. Wherever you're going, I'm going to. I'll follow you through the black and the blue. Whatever the mountain, we'll climb to the next.
Boy representing.
Vi är framme.
Vi är framme. Okay. We got it.
We got it. But also, I think this one.
I have nothing else. I want to keep it.
We have made it to Tromsø, and it's so cold
And windy.
Why is it so much colder than Svalbard?
I think this is the type of like a
Wet cold.
We have the dry cold, which is not like so bad.
No, so this goes into your bones. Because on Svalbard it just kind of touches you, but no, everything hurts. It's cold.
But we did it.
We did it. We're here. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of looking forward to getting off the boat. Just for a little bit.
Yeah.
But we've had a damn good trip. Here comes people. Hello. Good morning.
Olaf.
Okay.
Ska vi gå in?
Ja.
Jag ligger och nosar på kajen. Okej, en minut. Det är bra. Ja, jag gör så. Det är gött. Nej, men som sagt, har du några tankar om hur vi skulle lagt oss eller? Annars... Ja.
Var ska vi ligga?
Rätt fram där då. Vänster är ju den där fula båten där.
Den till höger?
Nej, rätt fram.
After 3 long days at sea, we made it safely to Tromsø. We thanked everyone for letting us join on this adventure and jumped off the ship, a little bit happy to be on solid ground again. We took a few days in Tromsø before heading back to Longyearbyen, so now I'm going to show you what we have been up to in Northern Norway.
We are in Tromsø, Northern Norway. We have made it. It's a little bit gloomy.
Yeah, it's middle autumn with nothing.
But he's trying to say it's plus degrees. The weather doesn't know if it's snowing or raining. It's a different kind of cold than we're used to. Today's not too bad, but we're here. And we've got a full day of exploring this little town. We're going to bring you to breakfast. Well, ish. We're just going to start with the coffee, then lunch, a little bit of shopping, and show what we can do here. But first, I think we need to find the first coffee of the day. That's always number one. Let's go.
If you're visiting Svalbard and want to include mainland Norway in your trip, Tromsø is a great place to check out. It's located in a fjord with towering mountains on each side, giving a beautiful view in all directions. With a population of around 60,000 people, it is still a small town, but still has a lot to offer. There are plenty of restaurants, cafes, and a bunch of shopping to do.
I have some things I need to shop while we're here. I want to get a few new sweaters. We might look for a sweater for you as well.
Yeah.
We don't really have any shopping on Svalbard, so whenever we're on the mainland, that's when we kind of stock up on things we need to buy. Sweaters is always a good idea, because winter is coming.
I need some new underwears.
Yes, that too.
There's a lot to see and do in and around Tromsø, like visiting the gorgeous Arctic Cathedral, but this trip we didn't have enough time. We are planning to go back in the future to make a dedicated video about it, because Tromsø really is a great stop before or after heading to Svalbard. The airport is located about 10 minutes from the city center in Tromsø, and then the flight to Svalbard is around 1 hour and 30 minutes. Grim had been staying with our friends in the village, and we were very much looking forward to coming home to him. So let's go and pick him up, shall we?
Grimmo! Nämen, hej! Vem är det hit? Oj, oj, oj. Han bara, vem är det här? Ja, hej! Har du haft det bra? Hej! Ja, hej! Han luktar. Han bara, är det verkligen min familj? Det är din familj!
Och det själv så trevligt. Hallå, kosekuttings.
Så lugn va?
Det luktar bra. Kom här.
Oj, oj.
And then we were home again after a week of adventure. I am now so ready to just cozy up to the polar night and go into the slower season of darkness. I long for the slow and quiet days, and I cannot wait to bring you along. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys on Sunday again. Don't forget to check out our Patreon for more content from us, or head to my website to purchase our recipe guide, and subscribe here on YouTube if you want to follow along on our Svalbard life. Thank you again for being here. We love you. Okay, bye!